Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your general tarot card read for the year 2016. My name is Dee, and along with me today I have my very dear friend and cohort,
Lucy. Hello.
Hello. So we're kind of carrying over the energy that we had from the last time in the read, and we just kind of decided that this is what we're going to do from now on. Me and Lucy are going to try and do these together as much as possible. A lot of it will depend on our life at the time.
Schedules.
Yes, and schedules. But we've saved the best for last, in my opinion, even though Lucy may not agree with me. Which is you, dear Scorpio, especially since I am a dear Scorpio also. So what we've done for the year is we both pulled a read. We pulled one card for each month. We're going to read them to you. You're going to get a read from Lucy. You're going to get a read from me. And then you're going to get a read together. Now, we hope that this will kind of help with a lot of people, because with it being a general read for a whole year, it's going to be hard to resonate with some of you, but some of you it probably will really resonate with the simple fact that now you've got 3 different reads, possibly 4. And then we pulled an overall card for the year. It can be an inspirational thing, or it can actually be advice, and for us, unfortunately, it's advice.
Yes, it is.
It's the P word, which I don't always like, but we'll go through that in just a little bit. So we're going to start with Lucy, what she pulled. So for the month of January, Lucy pulled
The High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is all about mysteries and secrets. More depth to a situation or a matter that you was previously known. A secret may become known to your benefit, so follow your instincts and trust your instincts. Okay.
All right. For the month of January, I pulled the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is about focusing your will and energy to accomplish your dreams. Now, if you see the man, he's holding the world in his hand, but yet he's looking out to his future, trying to decide which one of the pathways he's going to take. He has his hand on one wand, but he's still trying to decide. So this will actually help you with the realization of your dreams, and that for some of you, it may even actually come from a distance. But when you bring the two of them together, you're dealing with the intuition and the mysticism of the High Priestess, and adding it to you looking toward your future and everything too. So really use the courage that you get from this guy and the intuition that you get from her to plan your future accordingly. And you know, if your intuition is telling you don't do something, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Follow your intuition.
Trust it.
And I don't really feel that this is for romance. I think it's more about jobs and financial security and all that too. I mean, you're holding the world in your hand and moving forward with her energy too. Okay? So for the month of February, Lucy received
The Fool. Now, the Fool may look really silly. He can be a conundrum there, but as you notice, he is juggling all of the symbols, so he is in control. It's all about unexpected opportunities. Can bring welcome change, so remain open and to make major choices and see where it leads.
Okay, so if you're carrying over the energy of the High Priestess from the month before, which talks about your intuition, and then following it with the Fool, you know, the Fool has an opportunity to start over again. It's that childlike wonder and following your intuition to go off on this new grand adventure that's going to be taking place for you for February. So for the month of February, I received the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is about restriction. It's about fear. It can be indecision. It can feel like you're feeling bound, that you're afraid to just let go, and sometimes you may not want to lose a pleasant relationship or a job. You just don't want to leave. You just feel bound up. So if you're following the energy of the Two of Wands from before, and now you're coming into this, it's almost like you feel like you've made a wrong decision and you're kind of bound up by your fears. So don't let this happen for you this month. Just know that you had your intuition and you were guided from the month before. Don't let your own fears bind you up. If you combine it with the energy of the Fool,
And he is in control.
it's almost like you have to just let that childlike wonder take over instead of all your fears that are binding you up. Go ahead and let the Fool take over for a little bit, because Like she said, he's in control. Even though he may not look like it, he is in control. And just let yourself feel that joy and adventure, that sense of adventure, instead of feeling
up.
Yeah, instead of feeling all bound up.
Open yourself up to the changes that are there.
Now the month of March, Lucy received
the Lovers. Now this represents human relationships, the perfect union, expressions through love, personal growth and challenges, harmony with self and with another. Yeah, very good card. Very good card.
And if you're looking at her spread, following from the Priestess with the intuition and then going out in the new adventure, you know, for some of you could be a new love for you for the month of March. Fortunately, my spread isn't that nice. Doesn't mean that it can't be, but you know, it's not, unfortunately. For the month of March, I received the Seven of Swords. Now, this talks about bad feelings, failures of a plan, wrong motives, feeling cheated or wrong, because if you see, he's making off with 5 of your swords. Even though you got 2 left, he's making off with the rest. It's almost like a theft card. So I really think that for some of you, you may feel like you're having things taken from you, especially from the month before, feeling bound up, even after you've made the decision. So just kind of roll with it. Don't let it overwhelm you. And I think that what we're going to do is kind of go for this. Now I see 2 different things with this. Go ahead.
Even with the Lovers, it's all about the growth, the personal growth, and the challenges. Do you commit? Do you have this relationship? Are you ready for it? So again, the 7 is a challenge. So it's an opportunity for growth.
And then I see another, because I guess I'm more on the negative. I'm not trying to be. I almost see that there's somebody that's going to feel wronged in a relationship, that they're going to feel like they've been cheated on, or there's this kind of stuff going on. So focus on the growth and the beauty of the relationship more on this. Okay, so for the month of April, Lucy received
the 5 of Wands. Now the 5 of Wands represents conflict through petty squabbles, differences of opinions. Try not to get too involved in it. Try to stand back. Don't fuel the flames. Try to be the reasonable, diplomatic voice that can help to settle the differences that are going on in this scenario here.
And carrying over the energy from the month before of the Lovers, you know, you might feel that there might be some fighting going on. There could be a little bit of disputes and different things, difference of opinions. But again, you've got a beautiful card here, and then going from there to this. Just stand your ground. Stand up for what you believe in. Absolutely. But don't let the things that are going around you ruin what you have there. So for that month, I received the Empress. The Empress is actually a really good card. It's about unexpected blessings. It can be about marriage. It could mean that contentment in relationships. It can also mean nurturing, new beginnings, especially when it comes to birth, kind of almost like the Earth Mother type of an energy, creativity, good fortune. This is a really good card, especially when you're coming from the energy of things being stolen from you from the month before and feeling bound up from the month before that. So, you know, this is a turn for better fortune for you guys, and keep that in mind. Now,
the conflict.
When you combine the two, it's almost like you need to embody the Empress when this kind of stuff is going on around you.
The diplomat.
Be the nurturing person that you are, and let that overcome all these different petty squabbles that are coming your way. And just kind of settle back and say, you know what, you guys can fight all you want, but this is who I am, and this is what's going on. And just let it kind of roll off of you. Okay? So, that's for the month of April. For the month of May, Lucy received
the 10 of Cups. Now, this is all about, symbolizes commitment, contentment, happiness at home, love with permanence, marriage in the cards. Very, very, very good card. Very auspicious. Stable, everything. Just everything going going your way.
So with the month before, with you having the Five of Wands, with the petty squabbling, this just shows that there's going to be contentment and everything's going to be well in your world, especially in your relationships at home for the month of May. So my card, it's kind of an emotional roller coaster for Scorpio on my side. I received the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords is about arguments. It can be about rash behavior, causing problems. It can also be overcoming odds. And, if you see this guy here, he's won. He beat these two here, and he's gathered up the swords. He's taken 3 of the 5, and they're his now. So even though you had the Empress from before with the nurturing and all the other mental problems here, this can actually be a good thing. It's turning around, winning the fight, moving forward, and not letting things overwhelm you. When you combine it with the Ten of Cups, which I think is a kind of an interesting way of looking at it, it could mean that there's going to be some slander and rash behavior going on in your household. But to not look at that. Look at the good things that are happening here. Don't let this and his smirk overwhelm you. Remember the good things that you guys have in your family, and just capitalize on the positive and not the negative that comes at you with this read together. Okay? So for the month of June, Lucy received
the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups is easygoing, a good husband, lover, adoring parent, warm, generous, not very ambitious, not driven by money or things like that, but by a cause. If he finds a cause, it's wonderful. He negative, lacks a little backbone. He avoids conflict or denies conflict, but his care and concern for others is prominent in his world. He's a very family-oriented man.
And if you combine this with the energy of the Ten of Cups, all is well in your world. You've got the one who, he doesn't let his emotions rule him. He's above them, but he does care, and he is compassionate, and he doesn't let the petty arguments that come the way ruin what he knows and who he is. So for the month of June, I received the Nine of Swords. This can be about sadness. This can be about depression. It can also indicate sleepless nights, consequences of past actions overwhelming you to where you're feeling regret, remorse. It can even be tunnel vision. And it's just all these choices that you made and not being able to see a way out. But the thing you need to remember is that there's always choices, and there's always options, and there's always a way out. Don't let that tunnel vision overwhelm you. Even with the slandering and stuff that may have happened the month before, it's not going to rule you. Now, if you go into the King of Cups with this, it's almost like you need to float above these feelings and embody the King of Cups. Become like the King of Cups, where the emotions just don't rule you. Don't let your self trap you and bind you up like you did earlier in the months. Okay, don't let these feelings overwhelm the King of Cups, and just embody the King of Cups this month, and it'll help you get through. So for the month of July, Lucy received
the Chariot. Now the Chariot, as you can see by the lady's expression, is really going nowhere because she's not paying attention to what's going on. So what you need to do is to pay attention, use self-discipline, because this card has a great deal of potential for you this month. It's actually a good card. It's about change and progression, success, triumph with effort, focus, and perseverance.
So for this month, I received the Page of Pentacles. Now the pages are all about messages, and the Page of Pentacles is about money. So usually this means that there's unexpected news about money. There's a new area of study. There can also be knowledge that's available to you that'll actually help you when it comes to your finances. And when you combine the two energies, pay attention.
Self-discipline.
And listen to what the messages as they're coming to you. Don't fall asleep at the wheel kind of like she is.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to be able to bring these opposing factions in order, bring this message in, and actually probably have a good turn for the better when it comes to your finances in this area. It's all about the finances, I think, this month.
Yeah.
For some of them too. Okay? So for the month of August, Lucy received
Death. Now this is just symbolic. It's not real death. It's the ending of one phase of life to make way for another. It's major changes, yes, and transformation, absolutely. But it also can be a release from something that's no longer useful to you anymore. Something that needs to fall away anyway, so that you can become more of who you're supposed to be, more of the person that you want to be. So don't let your fear of this transformation, this change, hold you back. Okay? Remain open to it. There's opportunities for you here.
And I think about the Chariot before too, and pulling all these opposing factors together so that there can be change in your life. And sometimes it's letting that happen so that you can transform into what, because death isn't just about death, it's about transformation.
It's about transformation. It's about the opportunities that you don't let pass you by because you're so afraid of what's coming. Don't let that happen to you.
And it's kind of interesting because for this month I received the Chariot. So it's almost like it's kind of hitting you on both sides when it comes to this.
Trying to reinforce and let you know that this is a positive thing.
Mm-hmm. Maintaining your balance and your control and pulling these two opposing factors together and these changes that are going on in your life.
And you have the self-discipline to do this.
Right.
You have the concentration, the ability within you to do this.
And to direct the forces together so that they'll come out to your benefit.
Yes.
So even though this may not look like a great month, I think it will be a good month. I think it'll be a good month of change, needed transformation so that you can move forward with your life. Okay?
In a positive path.
Yes. So for the month of September, Lucy received
the Seven of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands is about the completion of one cycle, bringing change. As you can see, the man is standing in front of the doorway. He has the wand in his arms like he's being challenged. As long as you stand up for yourself, defend your position, defend your ideals, there's success for you just beyond that doorway. So there could be challenges coming your way, but it's nothing you cannot handle.
And if you're following the energy of the Death card from the month before, you know, it's almost like you're being challenged in your beliefs and this transformation that's occurred for you.
Absolutely.
But stand true to who you are and realize that there's, again, always a way out. You're not backed against a wall. You're backed against an open doorway. The possibilities are endless for you.
Absolutely.
So for this month of September, I received the Emperor. Now the Emperor is the one that all the other suits come to. He is the one that's in control. He is power, he is leadership, he's stability. He can also be a God influence to where he's in control to the point of almost feeling like a God influence. And he's about universal laws and following the laws and following the rules. And so you come from the energy of the Chariot, which is bringing these opposing factors together so that you can become like the Emperor as you deal with these different situations that are thrown your way. You are the one that's in control. So again, it comes back to the two of these together.
Yes.
You know, you're the one in control here. You're the one that's able to pick up your wand and move forward. So embody the Emperor this month. I really think that it's, again, not about love and relationships. I think it's really about the changes that are going to come at you. And knowing that you have control over all the suits, that you are the one that everybody comes to for advice. And there might even be somebody come into your life that can give you advice like the Emperor. And when that person comes, really listen to them. Even though you may not like what they say, but they're going to really help you succeed past all of this stuff going on around you too. Okay? That's for September. So for the month of October, Lucy received
Temperance. Now, temperance is all about balance. the constant flow that's needed to maintain the elements that she holds here without extinguishing or using up any of them. Okay? Just harmony shows opposites blending together. It stands for balanced emotions. It suggests a perfect union because, as I remind you, nothing is being harmed here. Everything is flowing as it should. So it's a very positive card and with a lot of potential, and it can bring healing even.
So for the month of October, I received the Queen of Cups. I truly believe that it's all about your emotions this month. The Queen of Cups is somebody who is very caring. She's compassionate. She's loyal. She's strong. She has strong psychic feelings even. She's content in who she is and the people around her. And I really think that for some of you, you need to embody, again, the Queen of Cups for this month as you deal with the people around you, the people that you care about, and just embody her care that she has, because it's going to bring about balance when you combine it with temperance and the flow of emotions. It's going to bring about balance in your life and in other people's life for this month.
Harmony.
Exactly. So embody the kindness and the compassion that the Queen of Cups brings, and yet use it to harmonize the people around you and yourself so that you can deal with any emotional situation that comes your way. So for the month of November, Lucy pulled
the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords can show dishonor, defeat, or loss. It's a warning to you to be careful. Someone might be being dishonest or deceitful with you. It may have a hidden agenda. So, again, that's the warning. That's the caution. There, in that card.
So for the month of November, I received the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we're going back to the energy that you had back in September. Having to defend yourself, feeling like you're, having difficulties, there's competition. You're having to stand on an issue that's important to you. So you're dealing with the Queen of Cups from the time before, the month before, and the emotions and the feelings that you may have. And now you're coming into this energy of feeling you need to stand up for yourself. So don't let this overwhelm you, and don't let this defeat overwhelm you. You need to be the guy holding the swords, not and standing up for what you believe in, not the ones down over here that are defeated.
Operate in an ethical manner, and you will always stay true to yourself.
Exactly.
Right?
Stay true.
Stay true to yourself. Don't get pulled in by this.
Right. Phew, heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope December's better. For the month of December, Lucy received.
Yes, the Three of Cups is a very, very auspicious card. It's about celebration with friends, families, a reason for celebrations, weddings, christenings, whatever they may be. Yes, it's abundance, achievement, a sense of achievement, emotional happiness, fulfillment, victory, and abundance in this card.
Right. So what a good way to end up your year. You've had a lot of things coming at you on her spread, and the same with mine. So for me, for the month of December, I received the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is usually about energy. All of the Knights are about energy. So this is about sudden changes to move things forward. It's usually a good thing. It's like coming from the east to the west, just like the sun moves from the east to the west. It's taking you through that whole cycle and doing it with a lot of energy and passion behind it. So, which is nice, especially with all of the stuff that you've had happen in the year. You're going to end the year with a bang. You're going to have a burst of energy. Things are going to be starting to go really well for you. And then when you combine the two of them together, you're going to get what you need energy-wise from these people around you, and the relationships, and having that time together to recharge your batteries, to push through the end of the year.
To celebrate.
To celebrate.
To find the joy in your life.
And have that energy going on for you. So there's a lot of very interesting things going on for you guys this year. A lot of changes, a lot of up and downs, but throughout it all, it's going to bring about needed things that need to go away. It's going to open up new beginnings for you with the Fool, and it's going to help with your emotions. It's going to help you with your finances.
Absolutely.
You guys have got a lot of good things going on, and it's going to bring about balance for you. So now I'm going to let Lucy read about this card because it's the P word, which is not my favorite word. I'm not going to lie, which is patience.
Yeah.
So we're being told to be patient.
Be patient. Now is not the time to act. Now is the time to show self-restraint. Excuse me. To be patient and wait. Excuse me again. Do not let your desire for an outcome or resolution.
Oh, I'm going to have to finish it for her. She's not very good. Do not let your desire for an outcome or resolution result in one that is not to your liking because you forced it to manifest it before it was time. Trust that all will be as it was meant to be when it is meant to be. Be still. Let go of all frustration and impatience, and remember that good things come to those who wait. And, you know, we've got the fighting going on. We've got the feeling like things are being taken away from us. You know, these feelings of depression. But it's always darkest before the dawn. And just be patient this year, Scorpio. It's a lesson for me to learn too. That even though there's all these things going on, it's always going to be for your benefit in the long run. Just be still. Let things happen and go with the flow. Let the harmony happen. Bring those opposing forces together, but don't force things. And it should be a good year for you.
Yes.
So if you like what you've heard, even with Lucy coughing and me going, oh no, it's the patient word, go ahead and hit the like button and feel free to subscribe to us. We're going to be doing monthly reads for you and a couple other series, and we really enjoy doing this. And if you have any comments, leave them below. We'd like to know about them, what's going on in your life, and like maybe come April you go, oh wait, they told me about this. Go ahead and bring it back and comment, because we like hearing about these things, and we honestly truly do. So in the meantime, Scorpio, enjoy the rest of your year. Make your resolutions. Get ready for quite an interesting year. And be patient and walk in peace, light, and love. And we will be talking to you soon.
Bye-bye.